Get ready.
So, topic of the show is 8 of the worst game marketing fails. Now, up until you did a bit of research, I didn't know hardly any of these. These are so good. This is probably my favorite. This is going to be one of my favorite tops, I reckon.
All right, well, you want to kick it off?
Yeah. So first up,
maybe we should explain it a little bit.
Yeah.
Clearer. Throughout the ages, game companies, usually the higher up companies with a lot of this, try different and wacky ways to get your attention. So you'll buy their game, you'll buy their product. They don't always go as well.
It gets a bit wayward sometimes.
Like, I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks ago, Fortnite had that black hole where they just went completely dark and everyone was freaking out. Great marketing. These ones,
not so great.
Not so great marketing.
Let's get into them. So number 1, I'll go. Dead Space 2 ad. So Dead Space 2 thought it'd be a great idea to get a whole bunch of mums come in and show them footage of this hideously violent game, and then them to react obviously that they didn't like it, and so all the cool edgy kids would want it. This grandma, this is her live actually seeing this footage, goes to town on them at the end. She is like, if I see that game in a shop, I will hit it with a hammer and smash it. She's like, this is what is wrong with society. This is why there are criminals in the world.
I loved it. That's what I loved about it so much. I went from the game and she just went on.
She says it.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen now. That's a boomer. Someone who was born in the 1920s / no, it was after World War II, wasn't it? Boomers?
Yeah, we're not boomers.
No, in the 50s. People in the 40s or 50s, they're boomers, okay? People who complain about society nowadays and how the internet's corrupting us kids and we're all on our mobile phones, they're boomers and they're hilarious and frightening.
So this marketing campaign did not go down very well. It didn't work. No one cared. And I think the only thing that came out of it was this one lady who just went to town on the developers, basically. She just went ham on them. It was so good. If you want to look this up, this is on YouTube so you can hear the sound. We don't want to get flagged, so check that out. So that is number 1 of the game fails. Ben, number 2.
Speaking of things that are slightly controversial, when God of War 2 was launched, they had a launch party where they invited everyone to come in dressed up in the same type of clothes. So you had scantily clad women and men.
This is actually footage from it we've got.
Yeah, they had to do tasks like put their hands in snakes and whatever. And there was a beheaded goat in the middle of the room.
Jesus.
People were asked, like the devs were asked to put their hands in the goat's stomach and pull stuff out. And it was a real dead goat.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It was... Yeah, people didn't like it, eh? There
Man,
was real
the 2000s
snakes
were a different
around,
time.
like... Yeah.
Awful thing. I actually can't believe...
I love the executives that just must, like, plan this stuff out and they think it's going to be good, and then it's just like, what do you... Oh, yeah, now in hindsight I realise that slaughtering an animal in the middle of a party...
Oh, it was already dead, but its head was just lying in the middle of the room.
Yes, and it was stank.
Yeah, all right, next.
What's my next one?
Splinter Cell.
Where are we? Give me my
Splinter
Splinter Cell. So Splinter Cell did a conviction role play.
Mm-hmm. Splinter Cell Conviction.
Conviction? So basically, they got a person to like dress up and do like a like a sneak in. Where was it at though?
New Zealand. New Zealand shopping centre.
So someone got to like dress up as a Splinter Cell guy, have like a fake gun and stuff on. Except someone saw it and they called the police, and the police came thinking he was a real dude with a gun, and they almost shot him.
Yep.
So this is marketing failing. We don't have any. We couldn't actually find any like footage of this. 45's got some Splinter Cell stuff happening here. This is a total PR mess. They would have been hating life, or they would have been loving life. It depends on how you take this stuff.
No such thing as bad publicity. Yes, there is. You can chop a head off a goat.
Yeah, you can. You can like almost get someone arrested and shot live on television.
I'm pretty sure that's bad.
Yeah.
Bad publicity.
So yeah, back in, I don't know when that was, like 1990.
I think early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to let this one pass, so hang on to your butts, Microsoft fans. But the Xbox One launch, priced at $499 US, that's almost $900. You couldn't play used games. So if you bought a second-hand game, you couldn't play it.
This is all their like stuff they were bragging about.
It required a Kinect to operate. It always had to be online. And there were, I don't think this was ever proven, but they had facial recognition. And if you were watching a movie and there were you rent the movie for 4 people to watch, if a 5th person came in, the Kinect would pick up that 5th person's face
And turn off.
and turn it off until that person left.
Yeah, they really went funny with that. And look, guess what happened? The internet spoke.
Yep.
None of this stuff happened.
Yep.
They
backpedaled so hard.
They were like, we're on our fixies. We're going back. We're going so far back. We're not on a loose one. We're on a fixed bike.
And in
We're going
typical
backwards.
Sony form, Sony came out after their conference and went, PlayStation 4's cheaper.
Yes.
And they won.
That's all they did.
They
And
literally called them out in every way.
yeah,
Yeah.
they basically said PlayStation does not need this, does not need to be online, does not do that, does not, and that was their whole pitch to how good their console
And
was.
killed it.
Did what it didn't do.
Yep, yep. And as a result, well, along with it being a great system with a great UI and fantastic games, they just cleaned up. Xbox was never in the conversation for this gen.
Yeah, Xbox hasn't done super good. It does speak a little bit more to the younger people. I think a little bit more than people around our age. But when you go into some shops now, you go into gaming stores and you notice the Xbox section is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So eventually it'll just turn into and the Switch section used to be that small section, and then they're
now
getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I will say, Ashraf in the chat has pointed out my favorite thing PlayStation never did ever. In regards to sharing games between people and used games and everything.
Yep.
It was just one of the workers and Shuhei Yoshida passing a game case to the other one and then smiling.
Yeah.
See, they're good. They know what they're doing.
All right. Next worst marketing fail.
Where are we here? So,
Megaman.
the Mega Man, the art. So I've only got a very, very short video of this
Yeah,
art.
it's all right.
This
Oh.
box art.
Dan, you're an artist. You're a professional
Can we
artist.
pause this, Braden? Because it
Yes,
it doesn't
we
come
can.
off very long. I should have got a picture.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple of them. They're all awful.
No, it's just this one. All the rest were good.
Really?
Yeah.
I find them all hideous. But anyway.
So this is the worst one. So everyone knows that there's bad mark. Back in the day, they used to draw things that didn't really represent the games. But this person did not know what Mega Man was. He read the brief wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He put him there with a gun.
Yep. Didn't realize it was his hand cannon.
Yeah. Made him. He's got some gold armor for some.
What's going on with his shoulders?
Double click on this brain. Can we zoom in on that? No, you can't. Can you?
I will.
I know. Oh, you're gonna find it.
I'm gonna find it.
You're gonna find it. Yeah. This art is atrocious.
What got me as well is in Japan, Rockman, which is what Mega Man is over there, was really, really chibi and cute. It was a cute, bright, bubbly game, but they were afraid that it wouldn't sell over in the Western area, so they got this company to do
Because there's
sci-fi boxer, and Mega Man's never been sci-fi.
Well, the other one with the silver one, which Braden might go find where he's all silver, actually looks badass.
Yeah.
That sci-fi one, that's one of those times that when you look at the cover, you go, man, that looks wicked, and when you get it, you're like, uh-oh.
Look at, what is wrong with his shoulders?
Yeah, that's rubbish. Can we go down, Braden? Make it full screen?
Oof. Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, no. Anyhow, so that was a massive fail on the gaming marketing side of the cover. It just did not represent anything that it was.
All right, we are running way over time, so we're going to
Doesn't
burn
matter.
through this. Dantes Inferno protests. EA, in their infinite wisdom, because they're full of good ideas, in 2009 at E3 to promote a game they thought would
Be controversial.
Yeah,
Dante's Inferno, religious, background.
Yep, so they made a fake protest, which was quickly found out by everyone there, and they were made to look like fools.
Look at this great footage. And if you can hear the sound of this protest, they are so lackluster. They're like, game is bad.
Yep.
Game. Boo. Religion is better.
Yep.
Boo.
All right, let's get on to the creme de la creme of this segment.
Okay. The Resident Evil 6 butcher shop idea. They decided to create a pop-up butcher shop, and instead of having meat, they had meat made into body parts, but not tell anyone. And just have it. Was it like at a market or something?
Yeah.
So you rock up, and there will just be this butcher shop there. You'd rock up, and there will just be slaughtered humans everywhere. You can see it in the thing now. Now, I'm borderlining on whether this is the best marketing thing ever. There is a entire corpse. There's some ears. You can see in the background, and they're made of meat.
Yeah, like animal meat. They've molded.
Look at that whole person.
There's a person there.
So I'm still borderlining on whether this is the best idea. So you got to imagine some little kids going through this market and then just being like, "What's that?" And you're
The
like,
bloody handprints in the door are a bit much.
That really sells it. And especially the kid drawing to the left.
I feel like if they didn't have those cheesy blood things, it would look too real and too disgusting.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It
Horrifying.
It did not go down very well. It did not go down.
No.
I don't know why we've cut to Resident Evil. It did not go down very well in the media and in the market. It might have been at the time when we were trying to steer away from meat eating or something. It did not go down very well.
No.
It got poo-hooed.
It was gone within hours, I think.
It's still a heaps good idea.
All right.
Imagine coming across that.
Oh,
Man, imagine Instagram these days when that would have been like
No.
for a whole day.
all right. And
Last but not least,
the
honourable mention,
Acclaim.
just a claim.
Just Acclaim. All right, so Acclaim, these are the types of things they did. For Turok Evolution, they put up a $10,000 bond to the first parents to name their kid Turok. For Burnout 2,
This is the worst.
they offered to pay your speeding ticket if you rushed to the store to buy the game.
What?
Nothing like endangering people.
And live, just
Breaking the law. For Gladiator, it wanted posters to actually spurt blood at people as they walk past. For Virtual Tennis, it painted pigeons like tennis balls to be thrown during Wimbledon.
I don't even understand why that one will work.
And
this
finally-
would be this one, the Shadow Man one.
For Shadow Man, they literally wanted to post ads on people's tombstones.
Graves.
Acclaim are no longer in business. Draw your own conclusions.
Is it claim the what was their logo? Was that the rainbow one?
Yeah, like Midway.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, they blew it out of the water. Imagine there was this one marketer and it's all his ideas, and he's just like, you can imagine him just like one of those 80s cocaine addicted dudes.
All right.